A security camera watched someone carry a 4-year-old boy out of his bed at 4 a.m. A 4-year-old boy was sleeping in his bed in a Dallas home. His twin sister lay beside him. Their father's girlfriend was in the next room. A figure entered through an unlocked door, lifted the boy from his bed, and walked into the night. A security camera captured every step.
Cash Gernon, born July 21st, 2016. 4 years old, a twin, a son, a nephew, a child with a bright smile and a life just beginning. He lived with his father, Trevor Gernon, in a home in the Mountain Creek area of Dallas. His mother was not present. His care was shared between his father and his father's girlfriend, Monica Sherrod. May 14 had been an ordinary day. Cash and his twin sister played. They went to bed in the same room, as they often did. The home had an unlocked front door, common in the neighborhood, common in a time before this case changed how families thought about security. At approximately 4 a.m., a figure entered. The security camera, installed by the homeowner, captured the entry. The figure walked to the children's room, lifted Cash from his bed, carried him out the front door. The entire event took minutes. Cash's twin sister remained asleep. Monica Sherrod, in the next room, said she heard nothing. The figure was not a stranger to the home. It was Darian Brown, an 18-year-old who lived nearby and had been in the home before. He was known to the family. He had played with the children. He was not someone who would trigger alarm. Hours passed before Cash was noticed missing. When Trevor Gernon returned home, he found Cash's bed empty. The search began. Family, neighbors, police spread through the area. Flyers were distributed. The security footage was reviewed. And then, the unthinkable. At approximately 6:40 a.m., a woman walking her dog on a residential street about 8 blocks away found Cash, no longer living. He had been left on the sidewalk, partially clothed. The cause of his passing? Multiple injuries consistent with a sharp object. The weapon was never recovered. The camera had captured the taking. It had not captured what happened after. Those hours between 4 a.m. and 6:40 a.m. remain a gap in the record. What occurred in that time? Only one person knows. Darian Brown was arrested later that day. He was charged with causing harm to a child and taking a child without consent. He was held on $1.5 million bond. His family expressed shock. They described him as quiet, troubled, but not capable of such actions. But the investigation revealed more. Brown had been involved in a prior incident in 2020, an attack on another child in the same neighborhood. That case had been handled in juvenile court with limited consequences. Brown had been released, monitored briefly, and then left to return to the community. Prosecutors later added additional charges related to Cash's passing. Brown pleaded not responsible. His defense argued mental health challenges, lack of intent, and questioned the interpretation of the video evidence. The case moved slowly through the court system, delayed by competency evaluations and procedural. Cash's family was fractured. His mother, Melinda Seagroves, had been seeking custody at the time of his passing. She had raised concerns about Trevor's stability and the environment in the Dallas home. Those concerns had not resulted in intervention. Cash remained with his father. Trevor Gernon faced scrutiny for leaving Cash in Monica Sherrod's care while he worked overnight, for the unlocked door, for the lack of security that allowed entry. He was not charged, but the questions persisted. Could this have been prevented? If the door had been locked, if the prior incident with Brown had resulted in removal from the community? Monica Sherrod, who had been in the home that night,
said she had taken a sleep aid and heard nothing. She was not charged, but her presence, her inaction, her relationship with Trevor, all became part of the public conversation about responsibility and care.
Cash Gernon was 4. He had just learned to write his name. He loved dinosaurs and trucks. He had a twin sister who would grow up without him, who would ask questions no one could answer, who would sleep in the bed where he was last seen. The questions that remain: why did Brown take Cash? What occurred in those missing hours? Why was his prior incident not a barrier to his presence in the community? And how many other children sleep in homes with unlocked doors, unaware that danger can wear a familiar face? Cash Gernon was 4. He should have woken up that morning. He should have played with his sister. He should have grown up. Instead, he became a reason to lock doors, to install cameras, to question who is near our children. If you have information about this case, contact the Dallas Police Department.